Hello, my name is XONEVANT. Today is Wednesday, July the 30th, and this is your Daily Dose. So if you can remember, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video about monthly subscription plans, services, stuff like that, that basically correlate with the gaming industry, that involve the gaming industry. And it was a fan question that I was answering for one of you guys, and I think it was a good discussion. We especially if you go look in the comments, we talked about how we don't think or feel that subscription plans are necessarily wrong. It's just how much value can you pull out of them before you're being taken advantage of. I think at the core foundation of a subscription service, they're okay. It's just like I said, it's a matter of what you can get out of them that determines the true value, and that's what you should be cautious of before you spend your money per month, right? And I think some of the examples we gave were like Netflix and GameFly and stuff like that. I mean, if you have a Netflix account and you're spending your $8 a month or whatever, and you're watching, I don't know, series type stuff on there, like TV shows and stuff, and you're watching like 6 or 7 episodes a day, or you're doing marathon sessions, then you're probably getting your $8 worth. But if you're not watching anything on Netflix, or you may be only watching 1 or 2 movies per month, you're probably not getting the value that you should be getting, and you should probably get rid of the service, right? You as a consumer, me as a consumer, that's what we have to determine right before we buy into these plans and services. So I said all that to say this: EA has just announced their EA Access, which is going to be their monthly subscription, program or plan, or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be their service. And I guess the cosmos aligned today, because Gaming Arcadia HD actually did a video about this earlier today, and I'm gonna put him in the YouTube spotlight, guys. A link to his video will be in the description. Some of you guys are already over there now making comments and getting this discussion started, because it is something that we all need to talk about as a community here, because you guys know that I am 100% opposed to a fully digital distributed market. Fully opposed to that, right? Because I think if it goes 100% digital, our options go away. They really do. They're really limited at that point. All right, so here's the bullet points for the service, right? You pay $5 a month or $30 a year. You get access to, you get unlimited access, meaning you can play it as many times as you want to games included in what they're calling the Vault. This is going to be their library of games called the Vault. You also get discounts on digital content of EA games, not physical, digital only. You get discounts there. And here's the kicker. Here's the one that I really want to focus on. You get access to upcoming EA titles 5 days before they release to the general public. 5 days. Now obviously that 5-day spread that you're paying for there is going to be a digital copy. Going to be getting that digital copy 5 days before everybody else. And it goes on to say that it's in beta, and that some of the games are going to be launching are FIFA 14, Madden 25, Battlefield 4, Peggle 2, and that the service is going to roll out sometime later on this summer. So the $5 a month to me, fair. $30 a year, fair. Discounting digital games, that's even fair, because that's kind of what PlayStation Plus does with their digital marketplace, and what Xbox does with theirs. I mean, it's kind of that thing, right? Either free games or discounted games. I think all that stuff is fair game. I think right there is about as far as I like for this thing to go. The kicker, the kicker is the 5-day release thing, where they're going to release the game to you in a digital copy 5 days before it's going to come out to the general population. And all you have to do is pay $5 a month or $30 a year. Now, what you have to understand about companies, guys, if you don't understand this concept yet, maybe this will help you kind of figure that out, right? Companies are never going to just come out and tell you exactly their motive or their plans. They're never going to come out and do that, because 9 times out of 10, if they did, we wouldn't buy what they were selling. That's how you make sales. All right, that's how salesmen make money. They tell you the dream, they show you the dream, they give you this big broad picture. They don't really hit up all the necessary details, and so you feel good about your purchase. And on the scope of things, I guess on the foundation of things, this seems like a really good deal. $5 a month, $30 a year. I get games 5 days early. I get discounts. It seems like a really good deal. But here's the thing. The 5-day release window that they're giving you before everybody else, that's going to go away if 100% digital distribution takes over, right? Which is where this is going if you haven't seen that about this yet. The $5 a month, guys, it's a barrier of entry. They don't care about the $5 a month. They don't care about the $30 a month. They're trying to sell you on the fact that you get games early. That's the kicker here, right? That is the real value of this whole thing, is that you get games early. Because look, you're going to be playing games anyway. If you're an EA fan, you're going to be buying the EA games anyway. Yes, you could get a discount through this service maybe and all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to change your buying patterns, right? But the 5-day release window there is the kicker. And the barrier of entry there is only $5. Now you get games 5 days early. So let's say that we do this for years, right? Everybody's enjoying the fact that they're getting games 5 days early, right? You're only paying $5 a month, $30 a year, getting games 5 days early. What could be the problem with that? Well, the problem with that is once the market goes digital, because at that point they've got the hooks in, right? You're used to getting digital copies of games at that point, 5 days early. It's become normal for you to digest digital merchandise, right? And so once you've done that, guess what? That release date window that you're taking advantage of now, that 5-day release window, if the market goes digital, that release date is the same for everybody, people. You see what I'm getting at, right? What they're telling you is not what they're actually selling you. You see what I'm saying, right? That's how they're selling this thing. You have to kind of read between the lines here. What they're telling you versus what you know deep down inside about publishers in general, but especially our good friends over at EA, right? They have a bad reputation for snookering us into things. So the 5-day release window is not going to be the 5-day release window if the market goes digital. Then everybody's buying digital. If physical copies go away, there's no advantage anymore. But they've gotten you so used to it over this period of time that you just naturally just fall right into play. I say that the best call here, if you're going to be, getting into this type of program, is spend the $5 a month, spend the $30 a year if you decide to do it right. But I would not buy a game digitally to get it 5 days early. That's me. That's how I think I can take advantage of their service without riding the train all the way to the end of the track. You see what I mean? Because that end of the track is 100% digital. Now, if you support 100% digital, which is fine if that's how you feel about the market, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I disagree with you on that. But if that's what you think, if you're cool with digital, then you should probably go ahead and buy the games 5 days early and get the digital copy, because you would be voting for that. But if you're against digital distribution, you should just get their service, play their games, and get discounts and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to that particular bullet point, I wouldn't ride that part of the train. I would choose to hop off at the next stop. You see what I mean? Because like I said, that release date, that 5-day release window goes away, baby, poof, when it all goes digital. And that's something that we got to think about. So go over there, watch Gaming Arcadia HD's video, and then I kind of want to know if you're going to buy into this service or not, and if you're going to take it all the way, right? If you're going to ride the train all the way to the end of the track with EA, because more services like this are coming, people. They're coming. EA tends to pioneer this kind of stuff. They did it with the Season Pass, right? They did it with the Season Pass, and then guess what? All the other AAA guys came in and did it with their Season Passes. So that was a headache. So let's talk about it. I really want to get this discussion started. We've already got some people commenting on Gaming Arcadia HD's videos. You guys can comment here. He has a subscriber count about as the size of mine. So between us two, we got some pretty good commenters, right? Some pretty good communities. Let's get it started, man. I really want to discuss this. I'll be in the comments all day, and we can figure this thing out. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Be good.